Good morning. This is the Great Basin Smoke Dispersion Briefing for February 8th, 2021, Monday morning. Looking at precipitation over the past 7 days on the left, most of it in our northern higher terrain, especially parts of Wyoming and southeast Idaho. Very little as you head further south, a spattering across the higher terrain of Utah, northern Utah. You can see the below normal, though, for the week, continuing across much of the southern half of the Great Basin significantly, and even slightly below normal, these yellowish colors across Idaho. Only places near or above normal, this little corner of southeast Idaho and adjacent Wyoming. Otherwise, snowfall over the past 72 hours, you see the most significant amounts in the gold, anywhere from 6 to 12 inches, with locally higher amounts of 18 inches across the higher terrain of western Wyoming and far northern Utah. Snow cover on the right-hand side, and again, most significant snowpack here, anywhere from 40 to 50 inches or so across parts of Wyoming and the mountains of central Idaho, and lesser amounts more in the 20 to 40 inch range across the Wasatch and some of the highest terrain of the Rubies. Snowpack starting to deepen across the Sierra. In terms, though, of normal, only places near normal are areas in the green, and they're even there across the mountains of central Idaho, 93, 92%, slightly below normal, but as you get into the higher terrain of Utah and Nevada, it's basically just 2/3 of normal snowpack for this time of year. The current drought continues especially across the southern half of the Great Basin, extreme to exceptional drought, and starting to push towards southern Idaho as well. 100-hour fuel moistures for today, quite dry, in the single digits in this dark gold shade through here across parts of Utah and southern and eastern Nevada, wettest across central and western Nevada, and of course further northwards. 1,000-hour fuels, again, driest across that Utah-Nevada border on southward. Satellite imagery shows a deep polar vortex south of Hudson's Bay. Pretty fast flow, which means pretty good dispersion this week. Fast-moving storm systems, no deep, large storms, but just very frequent passages of clouds and storm systems. So this is for this afternoon. You see the next storm system pushing into western Nevada as we speak. Good fast flow, dispersion overall, pretty decent. We see the white and yellow, locally limited in areas of purple. You see the transport wind strongest, where you see the green to orange shades. Vertical mixing best, where you see the yellow shades to orange. Most poor across northwestern Nevada. That's due mostly to cloud cover through there. Tuesday, across the central Great Basin, southern central Great Basin, we see a fair amount of clouds. There'll be some light precipitation. You can see dispersion on the right-hand side. Transport winds, again, strongest areas in the green to orange shades, near calm conditions in the purple, and vertical mixing good in most areas. And again, on Wednesday, still in that fast flow, the clouds starting to move out of the eastern Great Basin, start to see some clearing across the western Great Basin. And in that fast flow, lots of areas in the white here to yellow, which indicates good to excellent dispersion. A lot of that's due here on the right-hand side to the excellent vertical mixing we get when we're kind of in that fast flow, also with good transport winds here on the left-hand side. Precipitation totals, the 3-day amounts, fairly light, couple hundredths to maybe 1/4 of an inch. We see areas in the green through here, nothing too significant. And then towards the latter part of the week, a more significant moisture and storm system starts pushing into the Great Basin here on the left. Vertical mixing, actually overall dispersion, pretty good in the areas in the white. And the storm system settles into the area on Friday. Another system pushing in on Saturday, still overall good mixing, which is what you would expect in this very fast-moving flow. This cloud batch on Sunday starts exiting out. Again, excellent overall vertical mixing. So really no poor areas of dispersion this week. So check with your local National Weather Service forecast for specifics if you're planning a spot forecast. Precipitation gets a little heavier late Thursday through Saturday. You can see these amounts here, 1/2 inch to 1 inch of precipitation, much of this in the form of snow across the higher terrain of western Wyoming, Utah, parts of eastern Idaho, and the central mountains of Idaho, as well as northern Nevada. Sierra gets hit pretty hard again. The 8 to 14 day, cooler than normal. More moist than normal across the northern half to northern 2/3 of the Great Basin, still drier than normal across the southern third of the Great Basin, especially across Nevada. Concludes our smoke dispersion briefing. Next one on Wednesday.